Okay, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a little bath. Okay, well, it's not fully done yet, but basically, these are gonna be the bubbles, and then that's gonna be the bath foam, and then underneath it we have some crystals. Okay, so the supplies we will need is old sponge that you're not using, small scissors. Well, it doesn't have to be small, but it's going to be easier with small scissors. So these are basically scissors that you use for cutting your nails. And you will need a little bathtub. There. Those are the supplies you will need. And you'll also need crystals. You can get them from a shop where they sell crystals. And I got this from a bracelet, which broke once, so then I picked them up. Okay, so now we're going to make the bath foam. Okay, so basically I'll need to spill out everything that's in here. First of all, I have to spill out the bath foam. Don't worry if any of these fall, nothing happens, it's not glass or anything. So basically these are the crystals. Going everywhere. Okay, keep them in one spot. Okay, as you can see, this sponge has rough things on it. So if you have a sponge, make sure it has like a side that's rough and a side that isn't rough. That's the sponge we need. Because this side looks like it's bubbles for the bath, and then this could be the bath bomb, which we'll need for the bath, the water. First thing is we are going to cut the sponge. So get your scissors ready and get your sponge ready. We're going to be cutting the soft part. Okay. So cut tiny bits. Basically, they'll need to be this, like this. So when you cut, you'll have it done. I don't know when, but usually it'll take a bit of time, like 5-15 minutes, something like that. Oof. It's always hard to cut a sponge for some reason. I don't know why, but it is very hard. It keeps on blobbing off, and also you can pull it off. Just make sure it doesn't go on the hard part, and then you basically just cut it. There. Well, I'm just doing extra. And also sponge and stick to your finger. Okay, now when I want it to be, it won't stick. They're nasty. And I have no glue on my fingers. Okay, so we basically, I just felt something in this. Okay, no, there's nothing here. There's something shining in here though. Oh, just glitter. Okay, back to work. Oof. So, keep doing it until you realize when you have enough. Okay, that's probably enough. There, now put it in the bathtub. Put some at a time and then start cutting it into smaller pieces. Then when you're done, you should have these small pieces. These. I'll just bring the camera back here a bit so you can see it. Okay. There. So you should have that when you cut the sponge. Now we're gonna put the crystals into the bath. So before, what you want to do, get some sponge, put it in the bath like this. It should be like that. Just a bit more to fill the edges, not fully to the top. And then the next part, what you want to do is fill it up with these. It'll go through to the bottom anyways, so it's fine. Just don't lose your crystals, or whatever they are. You can even use some plastic, what are they called? Those gems you get in the jewelry shop, they're like fake. When you get, I got some of mine when I went to this Santa Claus that Elf Town, basically that's what it's called. And then he asks his elf to make him a plastic jewel, but it didn't look like a real one. And then he made it, and then by accidentally he dropped it, and I found it. But then I gave it back. But then Santa said that I can have it, and I have it. Just I don't know where it is. So let's get on with it. There. It should look like this. Now, what you have to do is get your sponge again. Now we're cutting the rough part. It's so cool when you touch it with your top fingers. Okay, just slightly cut it from the top. And if you don't, that's okay. Then leave it on the side. Leave it on the side here. So just cut as much as you can. Make sure to not cut your fingers. And make sure, if you're ever using scissors, you should always ask your parents to help you with this. You should always. Scissors are very, very dangerous. Just remember, ask your parents for help. Don't cut yourself. Stay safe. It's hard to cut this. Now, it's hard to cut this because it's so rough and everything. Now, anyways, when you have that cut, you just put it in the bathtub. It takes me a while to cut this. And also, if I'm going too fast for you, remember, you can just pause the video. I might not be realizing that I'm going too fast, so you can always pause the video. Now, this will be enough. So now, you should have your bathtub like that. Now, when you have enough cut, I just cut that much. Start putting your bubbles in. When you have your bubbles in, then you can basically chill out and use it for your humans, like little dolls, anything like that. Now, when you're finished, you should have it like that. There's bubbles coming out of it. So cool. If you have leftover bits, that's okay. You can basically cut the rest of your sponge, put it in a container, and then you can put water and then you can basically just put your hands in the water and then you can squeeze these. That's another life Barbie doll or like people hacks. Okay. So, see you in my next video. Bye.